Good morning.
Hi.
I was told not to say Happy Friday. So I
You
can't say Happy Friday this morning.
Oh, say it.
No.
No, say it. I know
Happy
you want
Friday.
to.
Who's excited about the snow this morning? No? Happy
No,
spring
it's
break,
spring
right?
break for us, and it's snowing. Yeah.
I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, I'll just go back to sleep. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be all melted off by,
Noon.
noon.
That'll be nice. 60 degrees by 1
Supposed
o'clock.
to be 60 next week. So, how's the weather in your neck of the woods? Hopefully it's warm, or maybe you're getting some snow too. But
Everybody's getting a little bit of snow. Well, maybe the skiing will be good over spring break for the kids.
true.
Yeah.
Very true. So what's going on?
Not a lot.
Okay.
So today we get to finish the C's.
We are finishing
got
C's.
3 very strong C's for you today that we get to talk about. So
We might be here for a little bit, so
Yeah.
grab your notebooks.
grab your notebooks. Exactly. So we have one oil that we're going to cover, which is coriander, and then a couple of sourcing and CPTG and co-impact sourcing. So get your notebooks. So to start out with, do you just want to talk about the oil first?
Sure.
Yeah. So coriander, I don't use coriander a lot, to tell you the truth, for any physical attributes. I do use it for cooking. So cooking is one of the things I'll touch upon. But I found out that coriander is really good for Alzheimer's, nausea, neuropathy. It's really good for, and arthritis. So it is good for, like, its top uses are high blood sugar. And that you would just combine in a capsule with cinnamon, 1 drop of cinnamon, 1 drop of juniper berry, and just take it on a daily basis to try to regulate your high blood sugar. And then any digestive issues, it's really good for. Food poisoning, constipation, stuff like that. You can take it in a capsule daily or rub it on the bottom of your feet for any type of digestive issues. But arthritis, it's really good for cartilage stuff. Helps get rid of that inflammation in your cartilage. So just apply with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil if you're having any cartilage issues or cartilage injury or damage. And then, as I said, cooking. So coriander's big when you start canning, and today's weather, it feels like it's fall outside, so we're gonna be canning, but not really.
No, we're not.
It's spring. We're not gonna can. So big in dill pickles, big in chicken, stuff like that. And then body odor.
Coriander for body odor?
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool.
I'm gonna go sprinkle that in our son's room.
So you just take it in a capsule daily.
And it helps.
Helps with regulate body odor. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know
I thought
that
that was
one.
pretty
That is
interesting.
cool.
So one of the little recipes, if you guys want to write this down, it's called tummy calming bath salts. And this is for any digestive issues that you're having, or even hormonal or menstrual issues that you're having. You take a 20-minute bath and do 3 drops of coriander, 10 drops of Digestin, and 1 cup of Epsom salt, and soak in a nice warm bath for 20 minutes. It calms those intestines down, I guess.
Well, I think any spice is good for intestinal
Yeah.
issues. And then Jennifer says pancreas on the arch of the foot.
Yeah.
So apply it there for your pancreas.
Thanks for that, Jennifer.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
I
then
didn't know that about coriander. I don't use it very often. I know it is, I think it is in a few of the Symphony of the Cells protocols, which we've talked about before, and that's the layering of 7 to 10 oils, different oils on your spine and feet to help with anything chronic. So I
it's
know,
in the digestive
I think it
protocol,
is in the
yeah.
digestive, and I feel like it's in the chi one too, but I'd have to look. So cool.
And then
is
some
it
of-
emotional side too?
Yeah, but
Coriander?
some of the cool hacks, I always like talking about the hacks.
coffee
Well,
on your nose.
I have coffee. It's coffee foam. Shush. Getting old. I don't have any feeling in my nose now. Your
I love
turn.
you. Okay.
So some of the hacks, acne. If you've tried Melaleuca and you've tried lemon and you've tried a lot of the antibacterial stuff to get rid of acne, try coriander. It's antibacterial. Fresh Beth. Use it instead of On Guard.
Okay.
You know, if On Guard's not really working for your breath, you have some other bacteria that's going on in there, just swish, swallow use it as a mouthwash for bad breath. And then ringworm and athlete's feet because it's very antibacterial,
Oh, antifungal?
antifungal.
Okay. Interesting. I learned
Yeah.
a lot about coriander this morning.
Yeah. So and then the emotional, coriander is the oil of integrity. So a lot of us get tapped into this cycle of serving others and never really serving ourselves. We talk a lot about what's it called, honey?
Self-care.
Self-care, yes. Train just wrecked. We talk a lot about self-care, but a lot of us try to please other people, and in that we can get into a bad cycle of really neglecting our own needs and not showing our true selves. So coriander helps us bring out our true selves, stand up for who we are, and really not try to get combined in that little crow with other people.
So if you're a people pleaser,
Yeah,
coriander would be good for you.
yeah.
I am a recovering people pleaser. Working on that. So maybe I need some coriander in my
Yeah,
life.
gives you the courage to be yourself.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool. Well, thank you
you're
for sharing
welcome.
coriander.
You're welcome. We'll start using that one more often.
Yeah, definitely. So I get to talk about CPTG and co-impact sourcing, which can get a little heavy, some big words, so bear with me. Hopefully you've had some coffee this morning. But they're just two really important pieces to doTERRA. And I don't know if a lot of people understand exactly what they are or what they do. So that's why I wanted to kind of go over them today with you guys. So CPTG, you may have heard of this. This is certified pure therapeutic grade. So it is on all of our bottles, and it's just pretty much doTERRA's standard of saying these are pure essential oils. You may come up against rumors saying that doTERRA just created that as a sales tactic. You know, we got the haters out there. So, but that's very false. Before doTERRA, there was no standard of testing for essential oils. So anybody could create essential oil, call it pure, and put it on a shelf or sell it in the store. And there was no safety. There was no regulating, you know, what was in it, if there was any contaminants in it or pesticides or what was going in these oils. So doTERRA was like, we need a standard of testing. And this is for every essential oil company. We need something to be able to test our oils against and make sure that they're being safely distilled and bottled and shipped to people's homes. So that is why CPTG was born. And what it means is there's no fillers, no synthetic ingredients or harmful contaminants. And to do this, they have to do 7 tests. And this is all tested by a third party. I think I've posted, it's that ACPC. I'll have to look that up. But I posted about them before. If you guys are familiar, you can go on their website and look at how they do their testing and stuff. But anyways, so they're the third party that tests for doTERRA. And I'm gonna read you the 7 tests because they're very big words for me and what they each do. And I try to simplify it because I know if you're not into the scientific part, it's like, whew. So organoleptic is the first test. And this is sight, smell, taste, and touch. So they have a distiller actually smell the oil, look at the oil, feel the oil, taste the oil, because they should know how it should be smelling to be pure, to be 100% with, you know, nothing wrong with it. It doesn't smell off, it doesn't taste off, because that they're around it all the time. So they should know what it should be feeling and smelling and tasting like, right? And then we have microbial, which is testing for any fungi, bacteria, viruses, or mold that might be in the oil or may have gotten on the plants and it ended up into the essential oil. So we don't want any of that. Then we have
chromatography.
What?
Chromatography.
No.
Chromatography.
Thank you. I'm like, that sounds so wrong. And mass spectrometry, which tests the compounds that are present in the essential oil and the composition of each essential oil, which is really important for effectiveness, okay? Then we have the Fourier transform infrared spectroscopy, which tests for potency and consistent quality of each batch of oil.
You're doing great at this.
Thank you.
Like the science part just goes way over my
Yeah,
head.
me too.
I like the colors and the fun stuff.
Yeah, me too. But that's why I was like,
Everybody needs to know this, though.
I think it's important to know. I don't know if you'll remember it tomorrow, but at least you've heard it once.
Everybody's going to ask for the spelling of these words.
Oh, I got it right here on my paper. Chirality. This one's more fun. What do you think that says?
Chirality.
Chirality testing. So testing for no synthetic elements, making sure no synthetic elements are present in the oil. Isotopic analysis, determine what isotopes are present and at what amounts. And then heavy metal testing. So making sure that there's no heavy metals in our essential oils, because there should never be metals in oils, okay? So those are the big major 7 tests that doTERRA has done on all of the oils. If a batch comes back and any of these tests fail, they toss that whole batch of essential oil. They don't use it. They only send us the purest. And if you want to check your own oil, so there's source2u.com. You go on there and there's this number on the bottom of every single essential oil that you have. You type in this number and it's gonna pull up what essential oil it is, where it's from, and it's actually you can print out the test results of how that batch of oil did on all of these tests. So you can like really dig deep into your bottle of essential oil if you want to make sure it's got its purity, it's going to be effective, all of that good stuff. So
it has all the charts of the gas chromatograph and the mass spectrometry and everything. It's pretty cool.
You did the big words. Good job. And you didn't have to read it.
You didn't have to read it. It's probably better that I didn't read it.
Right. So very cool. CPTG is very, very cool. It's it just really reassures you that your oils are 100% pure. The ones you are diffusing in your home, putting on your babies, using yourself. doTERRA doesn't joke around with this. So legit stuff, okay? And then next is the co-impact sourcing. So long ago, when the perfume industry kind of made its way or turned into more of a being sold in stores, they went out and found like underprivileged, underdeveloped countries to plant these plants that they wanted to put in their perfumes. And then they would get the people that lived in these villages or these areas, and they would hire them to take care of these plants. Well, nobody was educated on how long a plant should grow for, when it should be distilled, what the quality of the oil should come out of being the plant when after it was distilled. They would promise them pay and then they would end up not paying. Or if the crop was bad that year, the people wouldn't get paid. There was always a middleman getting half of the cut, even though he wasn't doing any of the work. And so these countries that were growing all of these plants are just kind of stuck in this, was the only way that they could make a little bit of money to take care of their families.
And can I interrupt for a second?
Of course, yeah.
And good farming practices was huge.
Yes.
I mean, they would come in and they just pull all the nutrients out by overgrowing stuff, and then the nutrients in the soil were no good, so they didn't have any rotation in their soils.
Right. So when doTERRA comes along and they're like, well, we want to have the best soil, we want to grow our plants and essential oils in the best possible area that they're going to thrive in. So I can't grow probably Melaleuca in my backyard in Rifle, Colorado, as well as it's going to grow in Australia, right, where it's native to, where it's supposed to grow. So doTERRA has a team that goes out, finds the best soil, the best humidity, the best rainfall for where these plants are going to grow the best, and then they partner with the villages and the people that live in these areas, and they promise them fair pay. There's no middleman. They make sure that even if a crop is grown and it fails, they still get paid. They educate them on how to grow these. They don't overgrow their land. They make sure that it stays consistent and the soil stays healthy. And by paying the people fair amount of money, they're able to build their dream homes and take care of their families and feed their children and give their children medical care. There's so many amazing stories. We got these beautiful pamphlets at Leadership when we went a couple weeks ago, right? And they talk about the co-impact in Kenya, This one's Nepal, where they had the really bad earthquakes, and then Bulgaria and what they're doing there. And it's beautiful to see how they are helping, doTERRA is helping these people be able to grow these amazing communities. They're helping them build schools, they're helping them with hospitals, helping them get clean water, while also still paying them a fair wage and educating them on growing these beautiful plants. So it is so beautiful, this circle that this puts together in helping these people, and then in return we get a beautiful, amazing, powerful bottle of essential oil in our home. So because you purchase doTERRA, because you buy these oils, you are helping people all over the world be able to take care of their families. And I don't know, like, there's nothing that is priceless in itself.
I love the fact that they're partnering with these farmers and these growers to actually ensure that we have oils. You know, they're 100% partners. No one else is getting oil from these particular people, so they can really ensure that we have our oils.
What are we at percent-wise? Is it 96 or 86?
I think it's 86.
So 86% of the distillers
Are
partnered
partners
with doTERRA,
with doTERRA,
and they will not partner with any other essential oil company. So you can rest assured that that doTERRA is working very hard to get you pure oils, and then it gives so much back to other people in this world that need us.
And there's other parts to co-impact sourcing, which is Healing Hands. We'll get to that, where they rebuild schools and, you know, healthcare facilities and stuff like that for these farmers and these growers in their communities. So we'll get to that.
Yes, in H. So I think that wraps up C's, right? Are we done with C's? Okay.
I think so.
Oh, and you guys might, I don't know if you noticed, but we're just gonna do this on Fridays now, because Mondays, like, it was just a hot mess every Monday. So we want to give you guys a good show. So we're just gonna do this on Fridays from now on, and we will start with D's next week, which
Deep Blue.
Deep Blue. You still have one more week to get your free Deep Blue. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Start thinking of your favorite ways to use Deep Blue. I think on Monday I want to get some of your testimonies on Deep Blue. Maybe we'll do some fun prizes or something. So, have a. Did you want to add something?
No.
Okay.
I'm restraining myself from saying.
Say it.
Happy Friday!
Have a great weekend, you guys. Hope the sun is shining where you're at, and we will see you next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.